Hello and welcome. This is your midweek mindfulness break for the final week of October. The moon is waxing. It's a waxing crescent moon this week. It's moving through from Sagittarius to Capricorn. It'll be in Aquarius on Wednesday, today, the day that I post this. And yeah, just take note of how you're feeling this time of year. It's a time of change, it's a time of transition as we move into November. It's Halloween, it's Day of the Dead this week. It's a time when those who practice spirituality know that the veil is very thin between the material world that we all live in and the spirit realm where all of our ancestors and those that have passed exist. So maybe you feel a little connection to that around this time of year. I know I try to stay really open to that and see what happens. But today, let's do our mindfulness practice. We'll do a very traditional, simple, easy, accessible mindfulness practice. So let's go ahead and get started, finding your comfortable meditation posture. And so once you find your posture, allow yourself to come into stillness. And if you're feeling tired, feel free to lie down as long as you feel like you can stay alert and awake. If you fall asleep, no problem. It means you're tired and you need to sleep. And if you're seated, I encourage you to have a nice, tall, and alert spine. And then relaxing the whole body around that physical form. Either way, you're invited to choose a posture that is as comfortable as possible. And then as you're ready, lightly close your eyes or gaze softly toward the space in front of you. And as we begin to arrive in the practice, just take note of whatever is going on for you right now. And that could be a number of things that you've carried into your practice from any of the experiences that you've had throughout the day, any emotional experiences or thought loops or ruminating or interactions with other people. Just take note of what's going on and whatever it is you're bringing with you into your practice. And then let's begin to just take note of the weight and shape of your body. And you might notice both the physical and the energetic body. You might notice as your eyes are closed and you're just becoming aware of the moment, you might notice how the energetic body expands beyond the boundary of your physical body. And as you notice the weight and shape of your body, You might notice the space immediately surrounding your body as well, noticing perhaps the temperature of the air on your skin, just sensing this boundary line between yourself and the space around you. And then notice the support beneath you. Notice what's holding you in your posture, in your practice, both physically and energetically. And then take a moment to settle here. So, giving the weight and shape of your body up to gravity, settling down into the support beneath you by noticing contact with your body and that support. So you might feel the soles of your feet resting softly on the ground, on the floor. And then you might notice your seat and your back resting in your chair, your couch. And then just take a moment to allow the weight and shape of your body to sink into these points of contact between your body and that support. Now that you've taken a moment to center in your practice, let's begin to check in now with any sensations in your physical body. So we're going to first focus in on embodiment. And that's just awareness of the body. This is such an important practice. It helps us recognize where we're holding tension, where we carry emotions, how we react physically to the world around us. And this is your opportunity to just simply witness with kindness how your body feels in this moment. And so begin by noticing any sensation. You might begin by checking in with any tension in the body, tightness, especially around the more obvious areas of tension where most of us carry tension in our face, the expression on your face, the neck, the shoulders, perhaps the chest or the belly, the hips. Give yourself the space to turn toward that tension without any resistance. And just accepting what's there that might be uncomfortable as best as you can. And if you're feeling a lot of tension or discomfort, you might begin to utilize your breathing here. So, focusing in on your exhale and inviting the tension or tightness to be released with each exhale. That's optional. It's only if you feel like it's something you need to do. Mhm. And then begin to turn toward areas of the body where you feel at ease, where you feel comfort, where you feel spacious. And just settle here, witnessing your physical body for the next 5 or so rounds of breathing. And now we'll begin to shift our awareness to the activity of your mind, thinking, the thinking mind, thoughts as they come and go. And this practice teaches you to let thoughts come and go without becoming identified with their content. You're asked to just look at or witness your thoughts, not from them, but observing them as if they were clouds in the sky just passing by. Relating to your thoughts as just this simple flow of mental events or mental chatter. Remembering that thoughts are not facts, they're just thoughts. And so take the next moment or two to just allow yourself to pay attention. What thoughts come into your mind as you sit and witness in this moment? And as a result of noticing and witnessing your thoughts and your body, you may have sparked up some feelings and emotions as a reaction to whatever it is you've noticed. And this is all perfectly human, perfectly part of this practice as we just witness it all with kind attention. And so notice any thought, any feelings or emotions. You might also recognize how these land in your physical body as well. And see if you can let these emotions sit without pushing away what doesn't feel comfortable or what you don't like, or attaching yourself to something like happiness or joy. See if you can include all of it, everything in your awareness with a nice and kindly perspective. Holding space for feelings and emotions. And now let's begin to allow our awareness to gather around the experience of breathing in the body. And see if you can drop your awareness inside the breath, allowing yourself to notice the breath and the different sensations of breathing in the body. You might feel the breath moving in and out of the nose. You might feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. You might notice the expanding and contracting of the rib cage and the pelvis. Just noticing any sensation around breathing. Just feel it all as the breath flows in and out of the body naturally at its own pace, its own depth, its own rhythm. And we'll take the next couple of moments just witnessing the breath as your anchor, knowing full well that any of the other experiences might pop into your awareness, such as sensations in the body, thoughts in the mind, feelings or emotions. Allow all of that to come and go with the breath resting right in the center of it all. Using the breath as your anchor for your awareness in the present moment in the body, always coming back to the breath. And checking in with this moment, with this breath, or any experience that you're having right now. And just coming back to feeling the breath moving in the body, as your anchor for your practice today. And at this point, you might invite yourself to expand your awareness to include the whole body with the breath. So feeling the weight and shape of the body as you practice. You might feel the breath expanding into the whole body. Imagining you're breathing in and out in all directions, 360-degree breathing. And for me, this looks like just focusing in on my center of my chest or my belly. And as I inhale, I imagine the breath as a wave expanding outward into my physical body and maybe beyond. And then as I exhale, drawing that back in to the center of my body. And so you might experiment with that expanding awareness of the breath. And then as you expand your awareness of the breath, you might invite in this sense of compassion that you're also expanding outward into your body. Perhaps drawing in others, all of humanity, all beings, the entire planet, drawing that back in with each breath, expanding outward and back inward. And feel yourself bathing in this felt sense of compassion, feeling your whole body breathing, feeling this breath and this compassion reaching every cell of your body, drinking it up. And then gently release the practice, come into your heart center, feeling that compassion there, perhaps feeling a sense of openness and spaciousness in your heart center. And this time inviting in the felt sense of gratitude. Gratitude for this practice, of course, for this day, for this moment, and anything else that you are grateful for today. And then as you slowly begin to release the practice, you might notice sounds around you, noticing any activity around you. Notice your body in this space, notice the room that you're in, noticing where you're practicing, feeling your body, noticing where you are. And then as you're ready, gently flickering your eyes open, perhaps placing your hand on your heart, or placing your hands in any mudra or gesture that feels appropriate for you. And then bow your head down to your heart to honor yourself and your practice. Take a nice deep breath here. Thank you so much for being here today. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Thank you so much for being here. If you like the practice, feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, my little YouTube plug, and be sure to come back next week. Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon.